been looking forward to today for a while now. I've made plans with my friend Dan to meet him on his boat this morning. We're going to spend the morning fishing, pulling up crab traps, or setting crab traps, that is, pulling up a prawn trap. So yeah, just looking forward to doing all that. And tonight we're going to be doing some cooking, enjoying some music on the boat, and should be a good day. I'm glad you're with me.
This lure is going to be the killer lure today. I like black and I like green, and today I got a green. My son always loved the green ones.
Dan, what are we fishing for today?
We're going out to get prawns, we're going out to get cod, and we got the crab trap down here right now, so when we get back we'll check that.
Sweet.
And we're going to have a feast tonight.
Sweet.
You're right on this shelf right here, right? Okay, yeah. And then there's a deeper shelf just a little that way, so you know what? Anywhere here is probably good. Want to try it? We'll try it. Yeah. That's what they call the fishing.
What are we doing? We're going to try and get our prawn traps in without tangling them all up.
Okay.
And so
Just little recreational prawn traps.
yeah,
Cool.
you can pick them up at a local lumber store of all places.
Yeah, I see them everywhere. Yeah.
There's a guy in Sydney in Slegs who makes them. His name is Dave. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And what are we baiting them with?
Top secret.
Oh no.
Tell you that.
Top secret is right.
Okay.
Well,
It's nothing special. It's simple, but it works.
I'll
Okay.
tell you what it is. It's
You're telling
I
the
ran
whole
out one
world,
time
remember.
and I noticed that my dog's dog food looked an awful lot like the prawn bait I was using. And sure enough, I went out one day and I didn't have any prawn bait, so I said, well, let's give it a go. Sure enough, the next day when we pulled them up, there was more prawns and they were bigger.
Really?
So whatever they're using to oil it up or whatever.
Just dry dog food of
Costco. I got it from Costco.
Oh, yeah.
I won't tell you the exact brand because
Yeah.
I have that for a secret.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. So how deep are we here, Dan?
230 feet, roughly 240 feet. And we're on a shelf, so they like to sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
They crawl up and they feed up there.
I got pretty good
Okay, now we're gonna look at that chart again.
So we'll just pick another location somewhere else, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan wants to try 2 different locations.
Okay.
We're not very far apart.
Paul and Dan,
Yes, sir.
do you guys find that when you're prawning, is that what we're calling it? Prawning?
Yep.
When we're prawning, do you find that there are spots that are consistently better, or do you find that it's just sort of hit and miss? One day a spot will be good, the next day another spot will be...
Well, basically, if you get into 250 to 300 feet of water, it seems to be prawns.
Right.
And my sense was that I was taken out by a friend years ago, and we went to one general area, which is just in Pat Bay here, and it seemed to be pretty consistent all around.
That's a pretty hot spot.
Yeah, and there was one year that there was nothing, but in the whole time I've been prawning out there, 10, 15 years, it's been pretty consistent.
I meant to ask, what are the prawn traps weighted with? Because I didn't see any weights.
Nope. Just the weight of the trap.
Just the weight of the trap. The metal ones are pretty good that way. The other ones, the commercial ones, you almost want something in there because any movement will cause the shrimp to be skittish and they won't go in there.
Excellent.
It's an absolutely beautiful day.
This is so amazing.
Look at the tide pushing us back that way.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Okay, now back to our business here.
The thing I love about you guys is that you said, let's go fishing. And on the West Coast, when somebody says, let's go fishing, it's just hours and hours of trolling salmon. So why did you guys want to not do that?
Because it's easy to catch cod. Anywhere there's an R on a chart, it's basically cod.
Anywhere there's a what?
An R, meaning rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they love hanging around the rocks. And you fish on the lee side of the tide, and the feed tumbles over the top of like a reef, and then the cod are in there feasting. Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
That's okay. Not the least of all, I'm from Newfoundland, so I was used to codfish growing up. And I almost prefer cod. It's more utilitarian. Is that a word?
Yeah, it's kind of like chicken in a way.
I mean, yeah, you can have it so many different ways. And I like smoked salmon, don't get me wrong. I love salmon, but everyone is going for it. It's needed for everything. Orcas need it, and everyone's going after it still. But there's so many things to eat in the ocean around here. But cod is one of the best.
Thank you. Yes. Hard yes to that sentiment.
Well, my favorite, though, is halibut.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite fish. The texture of it, the flavor is fantastic.
I would catch flounder off of Point Roberts all the time. That was the go-to.
Were they very big?
No, but big enough for lunch.
Well, you could actually get a fillet off it. That's bigger than most of the ones I see around here. Yeah. Well, we got our prawn trap set.
Yeah.
Now we're going to head over and see if we can catch some cod. Now we've said they're so easy to catch. It may not be so easy. Yesterday I came out though, and with my grandchildren, I put my line down, and before I hit bottom, I had one on, and it was like that. For a rock cod, that's a good sized rock cod. We might get hold of a big ling. That would feed the whole bunch of us tonight.
Oh man, you guys are getting me all geeked up here.
Yeah. We'll see. I think this is closed here. So I think we're going to
Okay, so what's closed? What do you mean?
This is a closed fishing area for cod, for finfish. So cod, salmon, you can't fish right here.
Right where? We're in the middle of the ocean. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's an area that encompasses, it's quite a big area. I'd have to show you on the map. That the government has put regulations in to no fishing in those areas at all any time of year, which is great because that's going to allow the stocks to build in this area, and hopefully they'll spread out into the other areas.
Yeah, I don't mind closures at all. I like that.
Oh, we can work around them. There's other areas to fish. Yeah, as long as we're preserving the fish, that's the most important thing of all. We want to have them here for generations. And I know we take a lot of fish from this sea. It amazes me that there's any left.
And I'm from Newfoundland, so I know what you're talking about.
And I'm from Nova Scotia.
So the moratorium was just lifted.
A couple East Coasters on the West Coast.
You heard about that moratorium. They just lifted it to a certain degree. Since 1992, there was no cod fishing in around the Grand Banks of Newfoundland.
And they've come back.
Well, the stocks have come back enough now that they've opened it again, but it's not to be able to take the same kind of tonnage as they used to take way back when. And it's different fishing as well.
That's one thing I like about you guys as well. It's a big deal for me. I see so many fisher people out there. You know, what's the limit, right? We're gonna catch the limit of things, and they're filling freezers with fish, and or filling coolers with fish, and I don't know, to me that's fine if you got a use for it, if you're storing it and eating it, but I kind of like just coming out and catching a fish, you know. And it's
there's lots of people that catch and release completely. They don't keep any, and there's other people that are food fishing. They're, as long as they eat it all and it's not wasted.
I'm not a catch and release fan, because if you're just fishing to release them, then why fish for them?
Well, yeah, 10 to 1, you're probably going to kill it by catching it anyway, especially the cod, because they're down deeper. And like where we're fishing, they're only in 50, 60 feet, but quite often you fish them quite deep and they come up and they actually spit out
Yeah.
their insides.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the pressure change.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we pull up here and we are in 70 feet of water, and there's cormorants everywhere and seals everywhere and an otter. So I'm assuming those are all good signs. That's what we're looking for, kind of thing, or does it matter?
Yeah, I don't know if it matters or not, to be honest with you, because it means that they're feeding.
Yeah, there's some activity happening. What do you think, Paul?
Dan doesn't want to be put on the record. That's what I think.
So you go down, you hit bottom, a couple of cranks up, tighten up your tension, and just, the fish always bite on the down.
Yeah, so we got drag off and on.
Well, the tide seems pretty slack, Paul. Let's see how it was ripping over by the prawn traps, though. But here it's pretty slack.
Yeah.
I think we want to be the other side of that mark, though. That's where I usually get them. What's the depth right now, Paul?
65.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, I thought I had something there, but I think it was just a piece of seaweed or something. He's not putting too much, but he's not. Oh, there's a little tug. Oh, I think I just lost him.
Oh, you got one too.
I lost
Must have been passing through something.
I lost mine. You got one on?
Yeah.
Not much weight to it, but
No, not too big.
rockfish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a good one here.
Oh, that's, yeah.
These are good eating.
They're all, oh, they are, yeah.
Are we allowed to keep them?
That's any size limit on that, Dan?
On what?
That.
Oh no, that's good size.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no size limit on those guys.
No.
Just don't want really small ones because there's not much meat on them.
There you go. Look at that, eh?
So this is a rock cod?
That's a rock cod.
Yeah.
Sweet. In the bucket?
That, in the bucket, yeah, we'll put some.
Oh, here we go. Here's a nice sized one, man.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it is good size. Look at that.
Sweet.
Hold your rod for you now.
these guys don't usually lose them. Look at how they're hooked, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good one. Look at that.
That is a nice one.
Good size, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at the size of this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice one.
There's some nice sized cod here. Yeah, baby. Whoa.
That's a good one.
Those are good size. Not quite as big as the other ones.
He's sort of in between the two.
Yeah. Well, that's 4 boys.
That doesn't take long, eh?
It's good fishing, eh? Lost them right there. Yoo-hoo! Make it suspenseful though, don't let them see it at first. We gotta see it first. That's what they do at Deadliest Catch. I want to be just like the Deadliest Catch boys.
And you got to go to commercial.
Big enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, one of
The
them
rock
is-
cod. There's 3 of them.
I can't get past this line. Yeah, that's the idea. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one. One of them there is a good one.
Yeah, the other 2 are probably females if they're that small. There you go.
That's a good one.
There we go. Jeez, this guy is lively. And you pull that away, and that's all the meat right there. And that goes back to the sea. And these gilly things, we take those off. They're not. Some people say they eat those. I just don't see that. Cool. And now you've got something that you can put in the pot. Nice big claws, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, that seems nice and sharp, Paul.
Yeah.
Oop. Cool. Skin off, I just go in here. You can get it to peel quite often.
How much rope is this?
It's about 275, 280. And then you've got between 30 and 50 feet between the two traps. So a couple hundred feet. There's the first one, yeah. Oh, there's something in there. Don't know what.
Snails.
Snails. Interesting, Dan.
Huh.
Went prawn and got snails.
Weird. More snails.
We just had our mussels arrive from Victoria. That's the only thing we didn't catch today. And we put a marsala sauce in here and some wine and got it boiling, and the mussels are in there. I'm Dan Johnson, the captain of Ocean Belle. She's a great old tug. 1917 she was built, and I'm living aboard her. It's a great life, and tonight we're having friends over for dinner. And so far we've had some prawns, and we just had a bunch of mussels that were absolutely delicious, and with a marsala sauce and wine. It was so simple to do. And now I've made a white sauce that we're going to put on some cod that I'm just going to cook in a little bit. We got some more prawns that we're going to cook with garlic butter and a nice loaf of bread and potatoes on the barbecue. What am I forgetting? I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds.
But, no, I'm not going to do that. Beautiful fish we just caught this morning. Fish.
Wow.
Potatoes, got a little butter if you like that with them. The coleslaw, of course, and there you go. Just use your fork on the coleslaw. We're short on spoons right now.
All right.
I heard it playing. I thought you might use some else.
If you don't save yourself, poor Melody.